Hi, my name is Marie and I'm working as part of Team Sereno to develop an education product designed to improve the learning experience through assisted planning. We aim to design and build a product that enables our users to do exactly what our mantra says: plan, learn, succeed. In the slides to come, we will aim to introduce you to the V-Plan concept and our team. We'll take you through the elements from our initial business model canvas, preliminary designs, and the technologies we aim to utilise, and we'll finish up by taking you through our progress to date. Let me introduce you to our team. Our team consists of 3 members. There's me, Marie. I'm from Donegal and living in London. I'm the team's project manager and marketer, and my background is in operation roles in sports broadcasting. I decided to move into digital ad ops about a year ago, and that's what brought me here today, so I can learn about the digital business space in a structured learning environment. My main role in the team is to keep the project moving in line with agile methodology, ensuring everyone is aware of the product goals and the sprint requirements. Then we have Nasri. He's from Malaysia, living in Dublin. Nasri is our user experience architect and developer. He brings his creativity and insights to V-Plan to design the product that appeals to users and makes them want to keep coming back to use it. Then we have Rob, from Cork, living in Cork. Rob is our developer and tech expert. He brings to the team problem-solving skills and a questioning mind, as well as technical know-how to keep the product design features grounded within reality. I'll leave it to Rob and Nasri to fill you in some of their background later in this presentation. Our product is for students and self-learners who are dissatisfied with the lack of progress tracking tools available in online learning. We aim to create a learning dashboard that guides students, casual learners, and self-improvement junkies through their study plan to keep them up to date and informed of their progress throughout their studies, no matter what type of learning they are doing or what learning platform they are using. Our aim is to eliminate stress and time wasting in the planning process when it comes to learning. We have brought this project forward from our minor project with a reduced team number, and there have been a few changes. The name, for example, is no longer Clearview. We noticed that Clearview is the name of choice for businesses including estate agents, window fitters, law firms, and gyms. We are now vplan.io. The global online learning market is already huge and is set to increase by an estimated 48% by 2022. The learning management system, or LMS industry, is expanding in line with this explosive growth and is expected to be worth $7 billion by 2018. This represents a huge opportunity for new businesses that are focused not only on creating and hosting learning material, but also on the management and delivery of that material. Websites such as lynda.com, Khan Academy, Coursera, and Codecademy have sprung up in recent years, taking advantage of the rising trends towards self-improvement. Alongside this, learning management systems such as Moodle and Blackboard have become an established part of structured online learning environments for colleges and universities. We aim to take advantage of the trend towards self-improvement and online learning through the ever-growing popularity of productivity apps and habit tracking technologies. The productivity tech industry is currently worth an estimated $58 billion. From Fitbits to calorie counters, Slack to Evernote, the market is already saturated with self-improvement apps. However, they could be more focused towards planning for education. So let me talk to you about the competition. We have looked at apps that are aimed specifically towards study planning, but also look towards productivity and habit tracking apps and websites. The marketplace is full of helpful apps for planning. However, our research to date shows that 82% of learners are using traditional paper planners to track their study progress. A number of students told us that they would prefer to use an app that would sync with their phone and laptop, but were yet to find one that they prefer to pen and paper. This indicates that there is a gap in the market for a planning app that meets real user needs, incorporating the flexibility of traditional pen and paper planners, but with the modern day convenience of being available digitally any place, anytime, and on any device. Taking a closer look at the apps that have been created specifically for organising student studies, there is an overlap of features. These include Torit, iStudent Pro, My Study Planner, and My Homework Study Planner. For the most part, these apps have features such as app-to-website site sync, calendar, and the ability to add notes and notifications. The obvious gap is that we have found that when you sign up to these apps, that you are greeted with a blank canvas with no guidance on what to do next, and this can be overwhelming and off-putting. So what is the problem that we're trying to solve? Learning management systems, or LMS, are designed to host content but don't necessarily have the user interface that is beneficial to student needs. LMS are often designed to accommodate a wide variety of course material types, which has often led to a relatively clunky user experience. This in turn acts as an impediment to learning, which is a weakness that we intend to exploit in the market. From our collective experience as students and through our research, we have found that LMS users waste substantial time in searching for course information. Students need to drill down substantially in order to get a complete overview of their progress, and this is impacting on their productivity. Despite the growing number of online learning platforms available, there doesn't appear to be an adequate planning tool for learning that allows online learners to track their progress across multiple platforms, therefore making it complicated to plan learning. In short, there is no adequate digital alternative to a paper planner that has the flexibility and ease of access that online learners need. So what's the solution? By aiming to be platform agnostic, we intend to concentrate on the user's learning needs as opposed to the course material delivery. In this way, we aim to be the learning planning tool of choice from casual corporate learners to full-blown self-improvement junkies. To reduce the amount of time students are spending searching for course info, vPlan will provide the dashboard that displays all the study requirements in a single location. The aim is to provide an online learner with the means to plan and track their study progress, reducing the time and stress required to navigate and coordinate their material delivery deadlines and study time. Let me present you with our initial business model canvas. I've covered our offering in the previous slides through introducing our product concept. I would like to mention briefly our potential partners, revenue streams, and target market. We hope to partner with learning institutes such as colleges, universities, and online learning establishments, and leverage these partnerships to get vPlan in front of real users such as students and online learners. Initially, we intended for these partnerships to be the basis by which student schedules were directly inputted into the product. However, this would be putting too much reliance on the Learning Institute agreeing to do this for the product to be successful. Instead, we aim to use the partnership as a marketing avenue, which in turn would be providing the Learning Institutes with a planning tool that keeps the user organised and potentially lead to better accreditation success. In regards to revenue, we have discussed licensing the product to learning institutes. However, we're concerned that this would limit our potential audience, as we would need to release the product incrementally through established partnerships only. We're not ruling out licensing, but we're exploring other options from which you could generate revenue, such as data sales, advertising, sponsorship, or a freemium model. These options will be explored further in the coming months, but our preliminary research suggests that our target market would be willing to make a one-off payment to the App Store or subscribe to a freemium model. Students are obviously going to be our target market, but we also want vPlan to appeal to casual learners and self-improvement junkies who want to keep on track with their planning and learning process across a number of different platforms. I'll pass you over to Nasri now, and he will explain the design priorities we aim to build into vPlan. Over to you, Nasri.
Where are we at the moment? Well, we're still in progress. Before we go any further, I will give you an introduction about myself. Hi, my name is Nazri and I'm the designer for vplan.io. Currently, I work as a software support engineer in a marketing automation software company in Dublin, and from time to time, I work as a freelance photographer for well-known stock image agencies such as Getty Images and Alamy. Previously, I worked collaboratively with web developers and designers in a web team managing all the company's websites. I have always had a keen interest and passion for photography, technology, and design since a young age. I have taken many considerations into account during the building and overall design concept for vplan.io. I will briefly introduce a couple of major aspects for vplan.io design concept here. One of the most important aspects is to develop a design that is constructed based on the human-computer interaction guidelines, which are strive for consistency, universal usability, flexibility and efficiency, and visibility of system status. This is to ensure the effective usability and user experience for vplan.io users. My second consideration is to build the design based on the user's needs. Three key main elements here are simplicity, effectiveness, and organize. Our initial idea was to have vPlan pre-populated with info from the course. However, our studies and our research have shown that people are more productive and engaged in a product when they populate it themselves. This has led us towards designing an assisted form that guides the user through inputting their study plan and timetable into vPlan. In this slide, there are some prototype examples created using Balsamic software to illustrate how our product displays the necessary elements in desktop or mobile. These tiles are displaying all content, which are planners, that has been inserted by the user. The intention of this type of display is to allow for easy breakdown into smaller devices based on grid system. Now, I'm going to briefly discuss a little bit about our product specification. vplan.io will be built using a responsive design element which will allow easy access for any type of device, whether it's laptop, mobile, or tablet. The visual interface for vplan.io will be based on the user's needs. Therefore, I have carefully used this information and combined it with the latest design trend, with the end product resulting in a stunning, beautifully created interface with a bright and fresh color scheme. The main planner page will be a tile-based layout which will display a clean style planner for ease of use. All the user interfaces within vplan.io will be consistent throughout the pages. Before I finish my design presentation, I would like to specify our product elements to follow. The main elements in vplan.io are product homepage, which contains login and sign up, data input, easy access layout, planner dashboard, guided product tour, and progression data view. The next slide, I'm going to pass you over to Robert. So, it's over to you, Robert.
Hi guys, welcome to the product development section of our presentation. I am going to give you a brief overview of who I am and where I come from and what my experience is, and we'll then take a look at how we're going to build this fantastic product called vplan.io. My name is Robert and I'm the coder for vplan.io. I am currently employed as a structural design engineer in Cork with Feely Timony and Company. I suppose I've always had a keen interest in all things tech and decided coding was something that interested me, and decided to take a bit of a sidestep in my career into an area that is essentially my first love. To realise the fantastic design that Nasri has discussed in the previous section, we have decided to use all of the freely available programs, libraries and technologies to develop an amazing user-centric tool that is vplan.io. The vplan.io platform will provide the user with the ability to stay on track and up to date on all their class times and assignment deadlines. And also with vplan.io, the user will control the dates and times from their learning institute. vplan.io, again, it's going to be it's personalized for each user and will keep them organized throughout their studies. There'll be no more searching through notes and diaries and pieces of paper thrown everywhere inside in their home office or learning desk. vplan.io will hold all user course dates in one place and help plan studies with ease. On the front end side of things, we will use tools such as HTML5, CSS3, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and a small bit of AngularJS. I guess with these tools, we can create the vplan.io app and website to function like a desktop application, which will allow us to use the web platform to reach all our users at once. There will be no requirement, I suppose, for our users to download separate apps for multiple devices. They can start an app by simply clicking on a link or a button, and they don't need to worry about having the latest version. On the back end side of things, we're going to use tools such as PHP, CodeIgniter, Apache, MySQL, etc. CodeIgniter, I suppose, will be the workhorse on the back end side of things for our product. It's an excellent framework that underpins the model view controller approach to web development best practice, which the vplan.io team will fully adhere to. CodeIgniter is an open source framework allowing for easy customization and configuration to our vplan.io requirements. vplan.io will give the user an easy to use automated study planning tool, which allows the user to graphically see where they are positioned within their course, easily identifying completed, current and upcoming workloads, as well as being notified about overdue items. All course requirements shall be entered by the user, such as their units, workshops, assessments, and these will be displayed on a planner in a useful weekly or monthly timeline so that the user can see what's coming up across all essential learning areas simultaneously. The input of data will be streamlined with a series of easy-to-use web forms with as far as possible pre-populated data. This will afford the student additional time to learn and take away the laborious nature of filling out, say, just for example, an Excel sheet, spreadsheet type planner that they would have created themselves. With the tools currently available to us, we can produce a fully functional, responsive website and web application for use on the go that is data rich, ensuring students, I suppose, and professionals alike can plan their learning and use the vplan.io as a platform to a better learning experience. In keeping with build, measure, learn methodology, vplan.io will have full Google Analytics implementation to gauge user metrics, and this data will be used regularly to improve vplan.io products and processes going forward. I will now hand you back to Marie to discuss what's next for vplan.io, and thank you.
So what's next? I aim to take you through our marketing plan and our milestones. I'll start with our milestones. When considering our milestones and deliverables, it's important to account for the general education calendar. While much online learning does not follow a traditional college year, it's still an important factor when thinking about marketing and partnerships, for example. Our first major milestone is validating our assumptions, based around our customer segment, pricing, and revenue models. We intend to sign off on this by the end of the month, along with our preliminary designs. This will be a significant milestone in that it will allow us to confidently progress development. In August, we intend to build our MVP according to our build, measure, learn approach. This milestone includes releasing it to our student users, testing and analysing the results and feedback. This information will allow us to pivot the product to the exact market needs. September is our targeted month for securing a partner college. Our partner will enable us to get our product in front of as many potential customers as possible to test product market fit and to allow us to build a user base. We have a letter of intent from UCC and intend on reaching out to further education establishments to secure more partnership opportunities. We will also begin to action our marketing strategy in September, and by October we aim to have our first product release and delivered to market. And finally, marketing. I mentioned our marketing strategy in the milestone section a minute ago, and I want to go into a little bit more detail. It is formed around three main steps. Step 1 is securing a customer base. We aim to get direct access to students via our partnerships. We will also set up a landing page to be used on social and pay-per-click campaigns in order to collect email addresses. SEO will also be a factor, and we may offer a student tips guide for download and exchange for emails. Step 2 is analysing the data we collect from our customers, primarily in terms of product usage, demographics, and qualitative feedback. We'll use this data to monitor the quality of our marketing campaigns, but also to help flesh out and prioritise our product backlog. Step 3 of our marketing strategy is providing excellent customer service. Constantly monitoring customer satisfaction will not only help us to stay true to our user-centric philosophy, but is another critical source of product information. Of course, in the course of our business development, we will identify and seize tactical marketing opportunities that present themselves through increased knowledge of our customer base and industry. For example, we may look to use Facebook's customer audience functionality in order to identify new customer cohorts for targeting with paid social campaigns. Well, that about wraps it up. I hope you found this presentation interesting. If you do have any questions or you would like to take part in our customer interviews to help shape vPlan, then please feel free to contact us on the email addresses on your screen. Thank you.